welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to do a bit of a pregnancy vlog kind of update thing. I am 10 weeks pregnant tomorrow, so by the time you're watching this video, you know, I'm probably a lot further on because I haven't even really announced it yet. Well, not to you rainbows, but I'm so excited. Anyway, this is basically been pretty hard actually. Like, obviously I've never been pregnant before and I'm just so excited, and so is Lee, and we're just, you know, so ecstatic, but it kind of takes a big toll. Hey, like, it's it's hard, and especially because I am a shift worker. I'm still doing shift work. I'm going on to night shift tomorrow, and I'm finding that it's so difficult because, you know, you're not allowed to have caffeine, and I live on coffee and like no-dos when I'm on night shift because that is what keeps me awake and keeps me alert. But all of a sudden that's been taken away and I have to get through like an 84-hour week, 12 hours for 7 days of night shift, and it's pretty hard work. If you guys, you know, are curious about my job or anything like that, just press the little I in the corner, whichever side it is, and that will show you guys exactly what I do for work because I work in mining. So yeah, that has been quite difficult. You know, the last probably 2 weeks I've been feeling quite sick, like waking up in the morning and feeling really sick. Like for day shift I was up at 4:15, 4:30 every morning, and when I'd wake up I'd be like, and trying to take my multivitamins, I would just struggle to keep them down. Like I couldn't actually physically swallow them. I had to start taking them more in the afternoon just because I couldn't stomach having them in the morning. I've been super hungry most mornings, and then pretty much towards the afternoon I'm still hungry, but as soon as I go to eat I just feel sick and just nauseous, and I haven't thrown up or anything like that, touch wood. But yeah, I've just been like, oh, you know, super hungry, but then I go to eat and I can't, or, you know, I think, yes, this is what I really want, and I start eating it and I'm like, oh nah, it's not agreeing with me, and I'm there and I'm just like just trying not to throw up, and yeah, it's been hard, especially being at work, and yeah, because all I've really wanted to do is just eat when I can and sleep. I've been sleeping so much, like more than I have in my entire life. Like going to bed at 7 p.m, sleeping for like 9 or 10 hours, and then come lunchtime I'm needing to have another nap, and then having to sleep more in the afternoon. I've really wanted to like try and keep active and keep exercising. I've been doing a bit of yoga at home, but I've just been so tired, and like just honestly the thought of doing exercise, I've been like, no, I can't. Even like, you know, the effort it takes to put makeup on, I'm just like, I can't. But hey, I do it for you guys. So yeah, that's been a real kind of challenge. I've noticed, obviously, like my boobs have got a lot bigger. Even when I was just 5 weeks pregnant, we were still doing personal training, which I'm not doing anymore because like we're trying our best to save money and just living off Lee's wage. And they were doing measurements and my bust had grown 5 centimeters, you know, just in that time. It's like a centimeter extra. Like I haven't moved to a different bar or anything like that yet, but yeah, they're definitely a lot bigger. And like if Lee gives me a really strong hug, like I'm like, oh nah, get off, just don't touch me. Don't touch me. That's, yeah, basically how I feel, poor Lee. My fingernails have been growing like crazy. Normally my nails like always kind of crack and chip and just, you know, don't grow, they just get really soft, but they've been growing absolutely like crazy. My hair, not really that much. I feel like I've been losing a fair bit of hair, and not just because I have colored it, but you know, it is an actual fact that pregnant women lose a lot more hair. So yeah, I've found that I have been losing a bit of hair. It doesn't feel too bad, but yeah, I don't know, I'm just like, I think I just need a really good haircut. I've been feeling like really agitated and grumpy and just short-tempered, and it's more like stuff that, you know, I used to put up with at work, or stuff that I used to put up with, you know, just whatever. Now I'm just like, nah, I'm not putting up with that. And like, it's almost like that, like I'm just like, I do not have the time to deal with that. I'm not putting up with that. And it's funny how much it's changed actually. Like almost like that, you know. So yeah, that's actually quite strange, but kind of cool at the same time as well. I've noticed a little bit of a bump, like sometimes I feel like pressure in my stomach, like almost like kind of little flutters, or like you can actually feel like pressure. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I can't really, it just feels like tightening, or like something's there and it could be like your uterus expanding or something, I don't know, but I can feel it. And I've been needing to go to the toilet a lot more, which has been hard because like obviously the more I drink, the more I go to the toilet, but if I try not to drink that much so I'm not going to the toilet all the time, you get a headache, and it's like, oh, so it's kind of a hard line, again, especially at work, because, you know, depending on where you are in the cycle, like it could be an hour before you get to the toilet, and you know, sometimes you can't wait an hour. So yeah, that's quite difficult. But the pros of it, like we've gone and had a few scans, and like the last scan we had, you could actually see it moving. Like I had no idea. Like I think our 6-week scan, you could see the heartbeat, which for me, I had no idea that even happened at 6 weeks. Like that is insane. And for now, my 9-week scan and seeing it moving, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's just crazy. And yeah, we're super, super excited. But if you guys watch our vlog channel, like, you know, we literally have a 1-bedroom little house, and we're halfway through renovating. We don't have a kitchen, and so we're in a bit of a kind of dilemma, like crap, we've got to get these house renovations finished because we don't even have a room for the baby to go in when it comes. I mean, obviously our family are here and they'll help us out, and you know, it's all going to end up sweet, but at the same time it's kind of like, holy crap, like this is real. So yeah, another thing that I found kind of disappointing, I guess, is because of the job that I work in, like, alright, I'll tell you, I at work I kind of got a promotion. They were going to give me another piece of machinery to operate, so I was like, oh my gosh. So I operate quite a few different machines at work, and they gave me the Caterpillar D10T dozer, which is a track dozer. And I was so excited because I was like, yes, the dozer. And then, you know, I was really wanting to get my ancillary position. I'm already a 16M grader operator, and then all I'd really need is the excavator and I'd be an all-rounder. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I was super, super excited. I was like, yes, you know, I'm going to start getting trained on this. Now, normally the track dozers are like notorious for women. Like I've heard of women going on them and bleeding when they're not meant to be bleeding, or like have blood in the urine, and because it's quite a rough machine and it shakes and vibrates a lot. And I've heard stories, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard stories of women having to sign disclaimers before they actually get onto the dozer, because it can actually affect all your baby making stuff, because it can be that rough. But anyway, I was like super, super excited because I'm like, yes, you know, I've really wanted this machine and it's another notch in the belt, and I was really excited. And then, no joke, like 2 days later I found out that I was pregnant, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I went to work and I let the bosses know a lot earlier than what I would have ideally wanted to let them know. Like obviously I'd want everyone to know at like the 12-week kind of period, but I told the bosses at this 6-week mark and said, you know, I just don't want to mess anyone around in terms of the dozer, and I don't want to like keep this a secret in case they're like, right Jade, you're going on the dozer tomorrow, and I'm like, I can't. So I just didn't want to screw anyone around. Then what happened, I'm not saying that, you know, any of the bosses at work or anyone did this. I'm not saying that at all, because I don't know, but pretty much everyone at work knows, and I've only told a few select people. And I don't know, I'm just really disappointed, because I feel that this is something that Lee and I have waited for almost 5 years. Like we've been trying, and I feel like our news has kind of been taken away from us. And I've had people from completely different crews come up to me and go, oh my god, congratulations. And I'm like, you're not meant to know. Like people aren't meant to know. I haven't even announced this yet, and literally it feels like, you know, the 60 people on my crew know and the 60 people on another crew know, and I'm just like, wow. Yeah, so I'm quite disappointed in that, but then at the same time I'm like, doesn't matter, you know, everything's gonna be okay. But yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed that that's happened, because, you know, it's mine and Lee's news to tell and not other people's, and yeah. So that's a bit kind of, and I'm now like, you know, if I ever get told that someone's pregnant, I am never ever going to tell anyone, ever. Like, not that I have before, but you know how you get excited and you're like, oh, such and such is pregnant, and you just want to share the news. No way that I will ever share that, because I know how it feels to have that kind of taken away from you in a way. So yeah, I don't know. I think Lee kind of thinks I'm overreacting a bit, but I'm just kind of pissed off. But oh well, it's not the end of the world, and you know, things are going to be working out okay, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm sure we'll be fine. Lee and I have nicknamed it Gilbert. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl or anything like that. We'll probably have a gender reveal party. Like, I don't think I ever wanted to know the gender, but now I'm kind of like, yeah, I do. The parties look like fun, even though they're corny, and then, you know, been done 100 times already, but it'd be so much fun. So I think we're going to do that, and yeah, we've just called it Gilbert. So yes, I'll show you my belly anyway. I don't know if that's just, you know, a pot belly from too much food or or what, but yeah, and it's kind of good because like I feel so much more confident in my body. Not saying, like, if you guys have seen, I did my 5-week transformation. I was really on a fitness kick and trying to lose weight and get all healthy, and my stomach has always been my kind of trouble issue and the issue that I feel most self-conscious about. But now I find, like, yeah, you know, there is a little bit of a bulge there, and even if it is just my pot belly, too much food, or the baby, or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I feel good. So I'm trying my best to do this vegan. I have had all my blood work done at my last scan, and they said everything is absolutely perfect. My iron levels are perfect, B12 is perfect, everything's perfect. So I'm like, yes. But yeah, I've just, yeah, it's been hard, like, especially having no kitchen, trying to like prepare food, and I'm always hungry, but then I'm too tired to cook, and it's just like, oh. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow and see how I feel. And yeah, anyway, this is just a little update for you guys. I've done 2 videos, like the moment when I found out that I was pregnant, I recorded it, so that's up here on my channel. And I've also done a video of telling my husband that I'm pregnant, which every time I watch it, it just makes me burst into tears. So if you guys want to see that video, it's over on my vlog channel with my husband, Jade and Lee. I will link it in the description box below, or it'll be at the end of this video. Alright guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!